Flicka, where are you? Oh, there you are. What are you doing out here? Don't you know there's a storm coming up? You should be back at the barn. What's the matter, Flicka? Don't you know me? It's Ken. Come on, girl. Come on. Come on. A cold. Flicka, you've had your cold. But it's white. It just can't be white. Oh, I'm sorry, Flicka. I didn't mean it. It's a beautiful cold. Honest it is. Hello, fella. Come on. Come on. Oh, I'm not going to hurt you. Come on. Here. I'd better get both of you out of here before this storm breaks. Oh, girl. Come on, fella. He'll follow, Flicka. Come on, boy. Hurry up. Hey, come on. All right, if you want to be so stubborn. Come on. Come on, that's it. Come on. Hurry up. Atta boy. Come on. Come on. Not even trying to help. Come on. Come on, go up. You go down and stay with him. I'll be right back. Go on. Go on.
Mother ain't come home from town yet, Kenny.
Dot!
Yeah?
Dot!
What's the matter, Kenny?
Flicka's had a colt.
Huh? Good.
Sure it is. I mean, no, it isn't. She's down in the gorge near the lake and the colt's stuck in the wash.
Well, why didn't you say so? Come on, we saddle a couple of horses.
Gus, if we don't get there before the storm breaks, anything can happen.
Nothing to worry about. They've been boarding colts on the range a long time now. Here. Put this on.
I haven't got time.
Take time. Your father skinned me good if you catch pneumonia again.
I'm not going to catch anything.
Listen.
Rain.
Yeah.
That gully will be a river. The colt will drown. Come on. We're coming, Flicka. It's all right, Flicka. We'll get him out.
Keep his, the viper.
Well, just don't stand there. Come on.
Hey, Kenny.
Gosh, you'll choke him. I'll help you.
Come on here. I never saw such stubborn little devil.
He's not stubborn. He's just scared and high-spirited.
That's the name.
Go on, Flicka. Go on. How's my colt?
He's over there. Morning, Kenny.
Morning. Hi, Sonny.
This fella had a pretty hard night.
He's beautiful, isn't he, Gus?
I wouldn't go so far to say that. But your father like him, Yvette.
He's got to like him, so I'll be able to train him and enter him in the races and run him myself.
Races? You think maybe little fella can run?
Sure he can run. He's going to be the greatest racehorse in the world. I'll enter him at Santa Anita and Hialeah and the Kentucky Derby, and I bet he wins every one of them.
You got it all figured out, ain't you, Kenny?
Yeah.
Well, I hope you're right. We can use a little good luck around here, I bet.
Ken!
That sounds like my Hildy.
Ken! Your mother says you can have breakfast right this minute.
Thank you, Hildy.
You're welcome.
Gus, you didn't tell Dad about the colt, did you?
Why, no, Kenny. You asked me not to.
Thanks, Gus.
Why don't you want anyone to know about it?
Because, Hildy, it's a very special colt, and I want to surprise Dad.
Oh, well, I won't tell him, Ken.
Good.
Oh, Ken! Are you going to surprise your dad now?
Shh! Hildy, can't you ever mind your own business?
Oh, I can. But it isn't much fun.
Saddle buck, Tim, then we'll go.
Dad,
Good morning, young fella.
good morning.
Going into breakfast?
Yes, sir. Dad, what would you do if you had all the money you wanted?
All the money I want.
Sure, all you want.
Well, now, let's see. I guess I'd take your mother to New York and buy her a fur coat and a diamond ring. Women like pretty things, you know. Then we'd probably take a cruise to South America. See what kind of horses they have down there.
Go on, then what would you do?
Well, if you really want to know, I'd buy some more brood mares. I'd build fences around the place. Fix it up like your mother and I have planned. Make it the finest ranch in the West. Say, what's this all about, anyway?
Well, Dad, I've got an idea that's going to make us a lot of money, maybe even rich.
You have? Well, fine. It's Charlie Sargent. Hello, Charlie. How are you?
Hiya, Rob.
Fine.
Hiya, Ken.
Oh, hello.
Major, how are you?
Fine, glad to see you again, McLaughlin. Hello, young man.
Hello.
Come in. Come in.
Thanks.
How's the road? Storm do much damage?
Only got stuck once.
Well, good morning, Charlie.
Hello, Nell.
Major Harris, I'm glad to see you.
Thank you.
What are you doing out here in the wilderness?
I'm on another buying tour. I came over to see if your husband had any more horses to sell.
Afraid not. You got the cream of the crop last time.
We were just going to have breakfast. Won't you join us?
No, thanks. Just the same.
Wouldn't think of it.
Not much. What do you think Charlie came over for? He can smell home cooking 20 miles away.
You're not fooling.
Come on.
Ken, bring down that chair. Nate, will you sit there?
you.
And Charlie there, please.
Thank you.
Rob, will you pour the orange juice?
Mm-hmm. Couple of glasses, Ken.
Yes,
You
Dad.
know, McLaughlin, those horses of yours were the talk of the fort.
They ought to be. Who ever heard of selling hunters and polo ponies for $200 a head?
Well, that's standard Army prices.
Well, I wouldn't have taken the loss like that. But then, I'm not an old West Point man.
You're a little sore because those would-be racers of yours aren't good enough for the Army.
Not good enough. I'll have you know I've got the finest horses this side of the Mississippi. Now, take Appalachian, for instance.
Oh, Charlie, not Appalachian again.
And why not? There's 60 generations of racers behind him, and every one of his colts is a winner.
That's what I like about you, Charlie. You're so modest.
Can I help it if my horse is the greatest stallion in the country?
Greater than the albino?
The albino. Well,
Yeah, now there was a horse for you.
Who did he belong to?
Nobody. Drifted over here from Montana. Nearly drove the ranchers crazy. It was wild. Wild as they come. Most beautiful stallion I ever saw. We never could find out where he lived. But every summer for 5 or 6 years, he used to come down out of the hills and raid our herds while they were grazing in the lower pastures. off as many mares as he could round up. The rancher's losses were getting pretty heavy. He was very particular, too. He selected only the best mares. Any stallion that tried to stop him was in for a fight. He killed several of the finest horses in this country. He was a robber baron if there ever was one. King of them all. We were all hunting for him one time or another. We could never get close enough to lay a rope on him.
Whatever became of him?
Nobody knows. Disappeared 4 or 5 years ago. Hasn't been seen since.
He sounds more like a legend than a real horse.
He was real enough. He got into Rob's herd once. Ken's mare Flicka was sired by him.
Miss McLaughlin. Here are the eggs you wanted.
Thank you, Hildy.
You're welcome. Ken. Do they know about the surprise yet?
Hildy, I told you.
Didn't say anything about the colt.
Colt? What colt?
That's what I wanted to tell you. Flicka's had her foal.
She has?
Oh, Ken, that's wonderful. It's down at the barn. Let's go see it.
Fine. Come along, gentlemen. I'll show you a colt that even Mr. Sergeant could be proud of.
I'll get him out, Dad, so you can have a good look at him.
Good.
Gus! Gus! Help me get the colt out. Dad wants to see it. You stay back, Hildy.
This colt will be either black or soft. Right, Banner, and he always sires true.
Sounds as if Ken's having a little trouble. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Robbie's so stubborn.
What's wrong? Can't you handle him?
Robbie's white.
Well, well. So Banner always sires true.
He always has.
Maybe Banner isn't the horse Rob thinks he is. Now, if that had been Appalachian...
Oh, you and your Appalachian. Just can't understand it. A white colt.
There's nothing wrong with the white colt. He's just as good as any other. Of course.
Whoa, whoa there! Whoa! Whoa there, Ken!
Come back! Come back!
He's a goblin. That's what he is. He looks just like a goblin.
You keep out of this. You hear me? You keep out of this. Ken. He's not a goblin. He's a racehorse, a thoroughbred racehorse.
A racehorse?
By Banner out of Flicka.
It takes a racer to sire a racer, Ken.
He was sired by a racer.
But Banner isn't a racer, Ken.
I know.
Hey, just a minute, young man. You mean Banner's not his father?
No, sir, he isn't.
Well, then who did sire this colt?
Appalachian.
Appalachian?
Mr. Sergeant Stallion? Yes, sir.
That jug-headed colt by Appalachian? I don't believe it.
But it's so, Mr. Sergeant. Honest it is.
Now his horse doesn't sire true.
Ken, what is this all about? Well, Mom, I've always wanted a racer. Mr. Sergeant said what a wonderful horse Appalachian was. So I took Flicka over to his ranch and turned her loose in the pasture.
You took her over to my ranch?
Yes, sir.
But you know what it costs to have a colt sired by a famous stallion, son?
Yes, Dad. Then how'd you expect to pay, Mr. Sergeant? Out of my winnings. Mr. Sergeant said that Appalachian's colts always win.
Guess he's got you there, Charlie.
You asked for it.
Me and my big mouth. Okay, son. Just forget about the money. You don't owe me a cent. What's more, if you want to register the colt, I'll give you a certificate.
Gosh, thanks, Mr. Sergeant.
What I can't understand is how come that colt's pure white when my stallion's coal black?
Maybe he takes after his grandfather. Through Flicka.
That's it. He's a throwback. Throwback to the albino. If he inherits any of the traits of that wild devil, you'll have a tough time trying to make anything out of him.
Ken sure is loco, isn't he?
No, he's not loco. He's high-spirited.
Come on, Ken.
I tell you, Dad, they don't brand race horses.
He has to have some identifying mark out on the range.
But I've already notched his hoof.
All right, we'll put it under his mane where it doesn't show. Come on, Gus, bring the distemper shot.
Has Goblin got distemper?
Of course not. You give him the shot so he won't get it.
Tell boss that's the last one. Good. All right, let him up.
It's all over, boy. Come along.
You can turn them all out now, Ken.
Okay.
You better cut Flicka and her colt out, Gus. Ken, I want to ride Flicka.
Sure, boss.
Thanks a lot, Jack. We'll return the favor anytime.
Okay, Rod, I'm glad to have helped.
Banner!
You ready to take them out again? You are, huh? Well, that's fine. Take good care of the herd now, you understand?
Banner! Come on, Banner!
They're all yours. Take them away.
Flicka! Hello there. What's the matter, girl? You want to go too, don't you, girl? All right. You can go. Hey, aren't you going with your mama? Are you going to be stubborn again? Come on, get out of here. Go on. So long, Flicka. Goodbye, Goblin. See you next spring.
Good boy, Ken. That was nice of you to let Flicka and her colt go.
Well, I don't exactly need her. Anyway, she has to take Goblin out to winter on the range.
Don't worry about him. He's tough. You get along.
I know, Dad. But he isn't like other colts.
I'll say he isn't. All the colts I've ever seen act like they're tied to their mothers. They follow the mares and do everything they do. But that young fellow will want to go off on his own. He'll want to investigate everything for himself. Won't make any difference whether it's a coyote or a porcupine. storms come down from the hills and the herd takes shelter in some deep canyon, that little fool horse will want to stick his nose right in the wind and fight back. The banner won't stand for any nonsense. Goblin may be the grandson of the great albino, but the banner, he'll be just another colt.
Open the gate. Come on now, you want to see what we've got?
Coming. Look at Goblin Rock.
It's practically flying.
What kind of watch is that?
Stopwatch.
Where'd you get it?
Don't bother me now. I'm timing Goblin. Bought it with my own money.
Oh.
Look at the size of the goblin.
Look out. Here they come.
You better look out, too.
Close the gate, Ken.
Yes, Dad. Hi, Doc.
Well, son, what do you think of your horse now?
He's great. Dad, how far is it to the top of that knoll?
Oh, a couple of 100 yards.
That's wonderful. He made it in almost nothing flat in 15 seconds.
Say, Tim, cut out the goblin. Put him in that other corral, will you?
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, boss.
Hello.
Hello, Gus.
Horse, Taggart, and Sky High, and Brownie's missing.
They're missing.
Rob, they're your prize mares. Maybe the wolves got them.
But it was cougars.
If they did, we would have found sign.
Well, what could have happened to them?
Oh, they probably strayed. We'll go out tomorrow and find them.
No use, boss. Tim and me looked everywhere for them.
You sure?
Yeah, boss.
Well, I guess that settles it.
Yep, that settles it.
Thanks, Gus.
Come on, Hildy.
Rob, the herd's so small now we can't afford to lose those mares.
Well, we'll just have to buy some others.
They're so expensive. With Ken's schooling and Gus and Tim to pay and the taxes.
Well, we'll figure it out some way. Now, don't you start to fret. Things are going to be all right.
Okay, Goblin. You can quit your fooling. The way things are going around here, it's about time you and I got to work. That's the boy. Come on. Oh, so you're gonna be that way, huh?
Bet you miss him.
Hildy, stay out of here. Want to get yourself killed?
By that jughead.
Do as I tell you.
I told you you'd miss.
I won't miss next time. What did I tell you?
Ken, look out!
Ho! Ho! Get down! Ho! Oh, doggone you.
Mr. McLaughlin! Mr. McLaughlin!
Come on. Ho!
See what I tell you? Drop stuff! You're him down, Kenny! Throw him!
Stay with him, son.
How do you like that?
Pretty good.
Now let me see you pull that off.
Well, what's going on here?
Oh, nothing much. I'm just breaking Goblin, that's all.
Are you sure it isn't the other way around?
Of course not. Why, I got him practically eating out of my hand.
Yeah, I can see what you mean.
Yeah. Well, all I need is just a little more time. Hello, Goblin. Here, boy. Look. Sugar. You're not supposed to have it, but I know you like it. There. Good, isn't it? Yes, sir. You and I are going to get along fine. If you'll just listen to reason, you'll be a racehorse before you know it. Now take it easy, son. This isn't going to hurt you. It's only a halter. Don't tell me we have to go through all this foolishness again. You know who's boss, so behave yourself. Ho! Doggone you! Cut it out! Want me to take this halter shank to you? Now, Goblin, I'm trying to be patient. Ho! Stop it! Come back here, you crazy brown. Come back here. Okay, be like your grandfather. See if I care. Of all the mean-tempered, stubborn, ungrateful, good-for-nothing idiots.
Ken? Losing your temper's no way to train a horse, son.
I'm not going to train him.
Now, wait a minute. You started this. Got to see it through. You can't quit in the middle of a job just because you're having a little trouble.
It isn't little. I can't teach Goblin anything. And what's more, I think he hates me.
If he hated you, he wouldn't let you in the same corral with him. No horse is going to be broken without putting up a scrap. Every wrangler has to expect that.
I know, Dad. But 1 minute Goblin's as gentle as a kitten. And then, just when I think I'm getting somewhere with him, he turns outlaw.
That's because Goblin has a problem, too. He can't make up his mind whether he wants to be like Flicka or the albino. He's fighting himself like most of us do. But he's too good a horse to throw away just when a little patience and understanding may see him through. I want you to go find Goblin and bring him back.
Yes, sir.
Just a minute, Ken. You better keep this. Might use it after all.
Thanks, Dad. There you are in Banner's place. Think you're quite a horse, don't you? Better watch out. Here comes Banner. That'll show you who's boss. The albino.
Goblin took to the hills and Ken went after him.
Rob, do you think we should let him go on with this? Goblin's so wild.
Yeah, he'll be all right. Ken's getting to be a pretty good hand with horses. Broke Flicka, didn't he?
Goblin isn't like Flicka.
I know. This is no time to discourage him just when he's beginning to take an interest in the ranch. Besides, breaking Goblin's very apt to make a man of him.
Dad, the albino's come back. He's raiding the herd. The albino?
Oh, it couldn't be. The albino hasn't been around for years.
But it's true, Dad. I saw him. He was running like the wind right into the herd.
So that's what happened to the mares. Get Gus and Tim. Tell them to bring their guns.
Way, all right. He must have gone up to that cord.
Some other horses traveling with him.
That's fine. Now he's taking some more of my mares.
Dad, Goblin's gone with the albino.
Gone with him?
Sure. Here are his tracks. I told you I'd notched his hoof.
If he gets near the mares, that albino will cut him to pieces.
Well, come on.
They turned north here.
Heading for the Buckhorn Range, I bet.
Yeah, come on.
Not a sign.
That albino has done it again, boss.
But he just can't disappear off the face of the earth.
There's a million canyons in this range. He could be in any one of them. Well, come on. Might as well go home.
Goblin. Dad, look.
What do you think of it?
Hello, boy. Gosh, am I glad to see you. Holy smoke. Dad, he's hurt. Look at his flanks.
Jiminy, he's cut all up.
Been hit by a hoof, and a mighty big one.
He must have had a fight with the albino.
Fight. Looks like he's been sideswiped.
He's going to be all right, isn't he, Dad? It's not going to keep him from running.
I don't know. Been pretty badly shaken up. My guess is he's going to be all right.
Don't bother me. I'm busy.
Well, whatever it is, I'll tell your mother if you don't tell me. So I guess you better tell me, huh?
I'm going to sack Goblin. I've got to get him used to the blanket before I put the saddle on it.
Ah, you can't break a horse.
Stay out of here. Goblin's dangerous. Anything's liable to happen. Oh, Goblin. You're a big boy now, so act your age.
That blade will scare him, you silly.
Sure it will. But we're going to fight this thing out right now. Now look here, young man. There, you see? Didn't take me long to make him understand what the saddle blanket's for.
He didn't understand. He just got tired.
Wait till I put the saddle on him. Bet you he pulls the snubbing post up by its roots. You boy.
Dangerous.
When I climb aboard, you'll see a real fight. Oh, Goblin. Now, for goodness sake, Goblin, don't act like an old cow. Give me some action. Oh! Stop it!
Ken! Look out! Mr. McLaughlin!
Goblin, stop it! Hey, watch the fence, Kenny.
Mr. McLaughlin! Look!
Oh!
Ken!
Yes.
Ken, darling, you all right?
It's broken. It's broken.
What's broken?
My stopwatch.
Oh, Ken, I could spank you.
You don't suppose Ken set this up in favor of Goblin, do you? Take him around once, son, and I'll time him.
Okay, Mr. Sergeant. Charlie, it was nice of you to let Ken work out in your track.
I'm as interested in that horse as he is.
Why not? That's Appalachian's colt he's riding.
You're telling me. Ready, Ken?
Yes, sir. Ready.
Go!
Come on, Goblin. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Ken, be careful!
What that horse needs is a pacemaker.
He needs more than that.
Put Joe up on Southern Belle.
Joe up on Southern Belle.
Now you know why mothers get gray.
I told you that horse was unpredictable.
He doesn't like people to tell him what to do. It makes him mad all over.
Ken says he's just high-spirited.
Uh-huh.
Oh, isn't she beautiful?
She can run, too. If Goblin can catch her, we'll know he's good.
Oh, baby.
All set? Let her go!
Run, Goblin! Run, Goblin! Come on, Goblin.
Come on!
Come on.
Run, Goblin, run!
Come on!
Kenny,
Come on, Goblin! Come on, Goblin! Run! Run, Goblin, run!
Whoopee!
What do you make, Charlie? What do you make?
47 seconds. A half mile in 47 seconds.
47.
Appalachian's colt.
He did it, Kenny. He did it.
He can run, can't he, Mr. Sergeant? I told you he could run.
Sonny, you're going to enter Goblin in the Multnomah County races next year. And I'll help you get a jockey's license so you can ride him yourself.
Gee, Mr. Sergeant.
Now, just a minute, Charlie.
There's a handicap for 3-year-olds just made for that horse.
You can't depend on him.
Did you see him run?
Sure, I saw him, but being able to run isn't enough. He's got to run when you want him to, not just when he feels like it.
He'll be all right, Dad. I'll train him. I'll make a real racer out of him.
Goblin's a racer. Goblin's a racer. Don't call him Goblin. He isn't a goblin anymore. He needs a new name.
You name him, Mom. You name him.
Ken, I don't know.
Go ahead.
Let's see. Those Thunderheads. They're like white horses in the sky. How about calling him Thunderhead? I'd like to add.
That's a fine name for him.
Thunderhead. Thunderhead.
Can't hold still. It's going to look great, isn't it, Mom? I'll have to shorten the sleeves a little.
Gee, it's swell of you to do this for me.
Oh, nonsense. But I want you to promise me something, young man.
Sure.
I want you to promise me you won't take any foolish chances. After all, you're not a professional jockey.
I can ride, Mom. You know that.
I know. But you will be careful, won't you?
Sure.
Put the truck in the barn, Gus.
Okay, boss.
They're here. You go upstairs, dear. Get your report card. I want to talk to your father first. Alone.
Okay, Mom.
Hello, darling.
Hello, honey.
How'd the sale go?
Pretty good. Ours took a whole lot. Well, that's the end of the thoroughbreds.
Rob, I'm sorry you had to sell them.
Sorry, why? Nobody's interested in hunters and jumpers these days. Now we can concentrate on cavalry horses. Take a look at that, Mrs. McLaughlin. Should be enough to last us the rest of the year. And if we're careful, we might even be able to buy a couple of broodmares.
Rob, that's wonderful, but do we have to buy them right now?
Well, we ought to. Why? What's on your mind?
Oh, nothing.
Just a minute, young lady. What are you up to? Come on, out with it, out with it.
Hello, Dad.
Ken, when did you get here?
This morning I took the bus. I just couldn't wait.
That's fine. You look pretty snappy in that uniform. Let's see it.
Corporal McLaughlin reporting, sir.
Corporal. So you got your stripes.
Yes, sir. And that's not all. Here.
Oh. The report card.
Go on, look at it.
Mathematics, 92. Latin, 94. Composition, 100.
Now aren't you proud?
Proud? I'm dumbfounded. This is wonderful, Ken. Why all this sudden thirst for knowledge?
Well...
Go on, tell him, dear.
Well, Dad, I thought if I made good in school, you might lend me the money to enter Thunderhead in the Multnomah County races.
Races? Here we go again.
Well, Dad, Mr. Sergeant wrote and said he'd fix it so that I'd be able to ride in a race myself.
Ken, I told you before, you can't depend on that horse.
But he's all right now, Dad. He's just fine.
And he might win.
He will win. I just know he'll win.
And if he does, it'll mean $5,000.
Yes, Dad, and just think what we could do with all that money.
It would help put Ken through college, and you could fix up the ranch the way you've always wanted.
Nell, I'd like to see that horse run as much as anybody. But with incidentals and everything, it would cost $400 or $500. It's not that $400 or $500 would break us, but the way things are now, I just can't afford to take the risk.
Yes, Dad.
I'm sorry, son. Maybe things will be better next year.
Okay, sir. It was just an idea.
Robbie's been counting on it, and he's worked so hard.
What? What's that?
Just a jockey shirt.
A jockey shirt? A goose bar.
I thought Ken might like it.
What's that you have?
Oh, just some furnace marble hoof luster. I bought it to shine Thunderhead's hooves with.
Oh, fluster. Jockey's shirt. Well, I guess you got me outnumbered. You win.
Oh, Rod.
Guess that does it.
It ought to. You can see your face in them.
Hello, Dad. Thunderhead looks pretty good, doesn't he?
You don't look so bad yourself. Check everything?
Everything.
I'll just have a look at the girth. I want you doing a nosedive in the middle of the track.
Oh, I'll be all right.
Sure you will. It's just like riding a Charlie Sergeant's range.
Jockey's up.
I guess that means me.
Yep, jockey's up. Now, don't let the crowd bother you, or the jockeys either. And don't let them get you in a pocket.
I won't.
Just remember, there's not a better horse on the track, or a better rider.
Thanks, Dad.
Good luck, son. Your mother and I'll be cheering for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the horses are coming out on the track for the 6th race, a victory handicap for 3-year-olds and upwards, going 1 mile. The purse is $5,000 in added money. This event was won last year by Iron Mountain, owned by Mr. William Palmer. The horses are on parade. On the rail is Taku, ridden by Buddy Farnsworth. Molly R. with jockey Connolly is next. Happy Days is number 3 with jockey Clyde Jennings. Morning Star is number 4 with jockey Robert Lloyd. The milk white horse is Thunderhead with its owner Ken McLaughlin in the saddle.
Here's Ken. Yoo-hoo, Ken!
Storm Warning is number 7 with jockey Walter Carter.
Well, Mrs. McLaughlin, what do you think of your son now?
He looks awfully small down there, doesn't he?
This is no time to start worrying. He can take care of himself all right.
Swinging Door, ridden by jockey Kenneth Coppernoll.
Thunderhead looks like $1 million.
I'll settle for $5,000.
On the outside is Stepmother, ridden by jockey Howard Conley.
Who does that black belong to, Charlie?
That's Fleetway from the Johnson stable.
Yeah, and he's liable to be a good horse.
Not as good as Thunderhead, I bet you.
Fleetway, now the favorite in the race, is being ridden by jockey Bobby Thomas. The horses are going into position at the starting gate. Thunderhead is giving the starter and his assistants a bit of trouble. They're having a difficult time with Thunderhead. Now the horse is settling down, he's quiet, and Thunderhead is being led into position. Jumping in the air, now Thunderhead is going after the field. It's Molly R in front, by a head. Swinging Door is second. Thunderhead is trailing far back, passing the bandstand the first time. It's Molly R in front, by a head. Fleetway is second, and Thunderhead is trailing. Around the first turn, it's Fleetway taking the lead by 1 length. Molly R is second, by a head. Swinging Door is third by a half length. Stepmother is fourth by 1 length. Morning Star is fifth by a head. Storm Warning is sixth, and Thunderhead is trailing far back. Swinging into the back stretch.
Run, you jackrabbit, run! Come on, Fleetway, come on!
Swinging Door is third by a head. Stepmother is fourth.
Let him out, Kenny, let him out!
And Thunderhead is trailing far back. Into the back stretch, and now Thunderhead is beginning to run. There goes Thunderhead into contention. Going down the back stretch, it's a Fleetway.
Come on, son, come in!
Swinging Door is second by a head. Molly R is third by 1 length. Thunderhead is fourth on the outside by a half length. And
Come on.
Stepmother is last. It's Fleetway in front by a length and 1/2. Thunderhead is second by 2.5 lengths. Molly R is third. Now it's Fleetway in front on the side by a half length.
Come on, Thunderhead.
Come on! It's Fleetway and Thunderhead head and head. Fleetway on the rail. Thunderhead on the outside. Now Thunderhead is taking the lead and coming.
Stay in there! Stay in there!
Fleetway is second by 8 lengths. Molly R is third.
You don't see racing like that, you just dream about it. Come on, Thunderhead!
By 2.5 lengths. On the way. Fleetway is second.
Stay in there!
Thunderhead!
Stay in there!
Oh, wait a minute. Something has happened to Thunderhead. He stopped. He's refused completely, and the field is going past him. It's Fleetway way, going across the line to finish, the winner. And Thunderhead is leaping over the fence into the infield. He's running away.
Doggone you, you good-for-nothing local coyotes. Why did you do it? Why did you throw that race? I told you Mom and Dad were counting on you. Gus and Tim had money on you. So did Mr. Sargent. Now you've ruined everything. Oh, stop it. I don't care if you are sorry. I'm through. Do you hear? Good and through. Thunderhead, what's the matter with your leg board?
Just keep that leg bandaged till you get him home. Then have your own vet look at him.
Right, Doc.
He's going to come back next year and win. He's going to win a lot of races. He is going to run again. Isn't he, Doc?
Doesn't look like it, son. A bowed tendon can never be depended on.
It won't cripple him, Ken.
He'll be as good as ever as a saddle horse.
But he'll never be able to put on that burst of speed a racehorse needs to carry him across the finish line.
I'm afraid Thunderhead's track days are over, Ken.
Get it. That is.
How is he, Gus?
Coming along, boss. Another month he'd be good like new almost.
Oh, that's fine. Say, Gus. I was talking to Charlie Sargent at the races the other day.
Yeah, boss?
He, tells me he has quite a lot of work over at his place. You know, what's the matter?
The gate is sagging. Really been swinging again, I bet.
You know, things have been pretty slack around here.
She got it all loose.
Mr. Sargent tells me he could use a couple of good hands at his place.
Hanger needs taking up. Will you hold up that in just a minute, boss?
I thought maybe you and Tim might like to go to work for him.
Yeah, boss.
You know, with a herd as small as it is now, I can pretty well handle it myself. Besides, I just can't afford to pay after the first of the month, Gus.
That'd fix it, I bet.
You didn't hear one word I said to you.
Sure, boss. You said you couldn't pay us after the first of the month.
Well?
Well, that don't make no difference. Tim and me wouldn't be happy anyplace else. Yeah, I work pretty good now.
Run! Breakfast!
Coming.
Sit down and drink your orange juice. How do you want your eggs? Fried or scrambled?
Right, I guess. Where's Ken?
Upstairs. He said he wasn't very hungry this morning.
I think I better have a little talk with him.
Oh, Rob. Be nice to him. He's taken it pretty hard.
Ken. Breakfast is ready.
Coming, Dad.
Hurry up. Got a big day in front of us. Gotta get the hay in. We need $40 a ton this season. Forget it, son. Took a chance and lost, that's all there is to it.
But I was so counting on his winning.
I know.
Now Thunderhead will never be able to run again.
Ken, when I was your age, I was just like you. Something turned out right, I was on the housetops. Everything looked rosy. Turned out wrong, down in the cellar. Everything pitch black. Then I started to grow up. You know that there's lots of ways you can grow up. You can grow up to be cocky if you get what you want, or bitter if you don't. And you can grow up to take both success and failure in your stride. That's what I'd like you to do, son. What happens isn't important. What is important is the courage with which you meet it. Anybody can cheer when he wins. When he loses, it takes a big man to pick up the pieces and start all over.
I'm sorry, Dad. I guess I was kind of acting like a baby.
What do you say we have a little breakfast, huh?
That's for me.
Ever since Thunderhead's leg is well, he's getting restless.
He wants to get out. He can't stand being shut up in the corral that way. Haven't been riding him enough lately.
I'm just about ready for that board, Kenny.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Kenny, look what I've got. Kenny kisses in a new dress. Isn't it swell?
Sure is.
Ken, give me a hand with the groceries, will you?
My.
Isn't it swell?
He shouldn't have done that, miss.
Oh, don't be silly. She looks so cute in it.
Oh, it's beautiful. Horses, too. Look.
Boss,
What is it, Tim?
the albino's raided again. Banner's hurt, pretty bad.
Banner.
Oh, Rob.
Guys, get the rifles. Kenny, get the medicine kit.
Yes.
Come on, Tim, we'll saddle the horses. Look out. Better get on your horse, Ken.
That albino of yours good is dead, too, I bet.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's try that trail.
Dad's mares. Thunderhead, get him! His hooves, watch his hooves! Thunderhead, get up and fight! You got him? Kill the albino. My life, Thunderhead. Easy, boy, easy. You don't have to fight anymore. It's all over now. You and I have to go and find Dad and tell him about the mares. Come on. Come back here.
There he is, boss. Ken! Ken! Where have you been?
You had me worried to death.
Dad, I found the albino. This is where he kept our mares.
The albino?
Yes, he charged and nearly got me.
Well, are you all right?
Sure, Thunderhead killed him. There he is.
Davis.
The albino. Dead.
He was a great horse, wasn't he, Dad?
One of the greatest.
Hey, boss, Thunderhead's driving off the herd.
Come on, kid, climb up.
is. Well, let's help him.
What is it, Hildy? Look, it's coming.
Do we own all those horses, Miss McLaughlin? No, we don't, Hildy. I can't understand it.
Rob, where'd all those mares and colts come from?
Looks like we're back in business again, thanks to Ken.
And Thunderhead.
And Thunderhead.
He saved my life, Mom, by killing the albino.
Oh, that means more than if it won 100 races.
Oh, easy, boy. What's the matter, Thunderhead? Dad, what's wrong with him? What's the matter, boy? Dad, he acts like I were a stranger to him.
Isn't that Ken? Thunderhead brought the mares here because this has been his home.
It's still his home.
Don't forget, son, Thunderhead is taking the albino's throne away from him. He's a king now. And I'm afraid neither corrals nor fences, no matter how big, can ever hold him again.
Oh, son. Easy, boy. Take it easy. Don't you want to stay, Thunderhead?